Hi, welcome to Tunkhannock Library's Summer Storytelling. Today, the story of two things, really. The story of how the squirrel got his tail and how the rabbit lost his tail. Now, way back, when all stories were new, the rabbit had a long, lovely tail. Oh man, it was so beautiful. He loved that tail. And at the same time, the squirrel, he had a short little stubby tail. It was just a wee little thing. And the squirrel, he hated his tail. Every day, that rabbit would walk around with his tail. He'd just waggle it back and forth, and all the other animals would admire it. And every day, the squirrel would try to wiggle and waggle his tail, but that little stub just barely moved, and no one even noticed that tail. One day, when Rabbit was in the middle of the field eating some dandelions, Squirrel came up and sat down right next to him. Squirrel said, "Rabbit, you got the most beautiful tail in the world. I love that tail." "Of course you do," said the rabbit. "It's a marvelous tail. It's probably the best tail ever created." And Squirrel said, "Rabbit, would you mind if I borrowed your tail for just one day, just one day?" And Rabbit started laughing. "Squirrel, you got the craziest ideas. Why would I let anybody touch my tail? It's the most wonderful tail ever made." You had to hand it to the squirrel. He sure was persistent. Day after day, he'd go up to that rabbit and he'd say, "Rabbit, let me borrow your tail. One day, just one day." Finally, Rabbit decided, "All right, I'll do it just to shut the squirrel up. I'm going to do it." So he said, "Okay, squirrel, you can have the tail, but just one day. Only one day." "It's a deal," said the squirrel. So Rabbit, he pulled his tail off and handed it to the squirrel, and the squirrel put it on, and oh, it was a perfect fit. Off that squirrel went. Happy. He partied all day, he partied all night, showing everybody that tail, a wiggling and a waggling and singing and a dancing. It was beautiful. Next day, Squirrel early in the morning climbs up to his tree and gets into his nest and falls asleep. Later in the morning, Rabbit comes by and says, "Yo, Squirrel, I'm here to get my tail." The Squirrel says, "Oh, Rabbit, I was up all night. I'm too tired to come down and give you your tail. Come on up and get it." And Rabbit says, "Squirrel, you know I can't climb no tree." And Squirrel just smiled. That night, Squirrel was out partying again. He had that tail on, a wiggling and a waggling. He led all the animals in a conga line. Boom, 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 boom. He was wiggling, waggling, party all night. Next morning, Rabbit comes by and says, "Squirrel, I'm here now. Give me your tail." And Squirrel said, "Oh, come on up and get it. I cleaned it. It's ready for you, but I'm just too tired." And Rabbit just had to sit there and stare. Day after day, Squirrel was too tired. Every morning, Squirrel was too tired to give up that tail. Not this morning, not that morning, or that one, or that one. Finally, Rabbit said, "That's it, Squirrel. The time's up. It's been over a week. I want my tail back." The Squirrel said, "Rabbit, if you're too lazy to climb up a tree for that tail, you don't deserve it. That tail deserves someone who appreciates it. I'm going to leave that tail right here in this nest, and anytime you want, you come get it, but I'm not bringing it down to someone who's too lazy to climb a tree." Rabbit, he started jumping, trying to get up in that tree. But he never could jump high enough. And ever since that day, rabbits have forgotten how to walk. All they do, they jump so much. All they know how to do is hop, and they hop everywhere they go because they're just trying to get up in that tree. And ever since that day, squirrels have had long, lovely tails, and rabbits have had short, stumpy ones. And you watch. When you see a squirrel out on the lawn, if a rabbit comes nearby, that squirrel will quick run up the tree as high as it can get, and the rabbit will sit below that tree and look up, just watching that lovely tail on the squirrel and wishing he could get his tail back. And that's the story of how the squirrel got his tail. Okay, thank you for listening. Keep reading, and we will see you next time.